So let's discuss the famous 4% rule. The systematic withdrawal rule of thumb, which says that you can take 4% out of a given portfolio and it will last through life expectancy. Where did it come from? Well, in the early 90s, a famous economist named William Bingham did a tremendous piece of work. He looked back through over 100 years of market data, stocks and bonds, and he did a great deal of calculations by decades, the best years, the worst years. He used all kinds of Monte Carlo simulations and heavy technical math. And he came up with the idea that if you only withdraw 4% from your portfolio and you inflate that by 3% a year, that you should be able to, within a 95% chance of probability, get through retirement and still have money left. So let's just test this with actual data. So what I've got here is $1 million portfolio starting at 65 for 30 years with the 4% withdrawal and the 3% inflation rate. We'll use the S&P 500, the most common index in the stock market, and we'll look at the last 30 years. So let's go over here now and look at the accumulation years, the years when this hypothetical couple is growing their portfolio. So take a look at this number, and what I'm going to do is just shuffle. Okay, so all I'm going to do is move it by 1 year. Wow, $1 million, 1 year, 1 year. It doesn't matter what I do with the sequence, I still end up with the same amount. Well, this is the commutative property of math. So no matter what happens up here, we still end up at the same place as long as we're not taking anything out of the portfolio. So we're just adding to it. But what happens in retirement? Let's look at that. This is the distribution years, okay? So let's look up here at the beginning. So let's say, so here's your 4% growing by 3% per year. We get down here to the end of retirement, and you'd say, wow, I got to 94 years old, and I've still got $3 million. So let me highlight that number for you. So you'd be pretty happy with that. And let's just shuffle a bit. Okay, so we shuffle, oh, 4 million, that's good. 3.2, not bad. Well, this looks like it's working pretty well. 3.5, 4.4, there's a lot of variability. There's $1 million of variability, but it still doesn't look that bad. So let's just keep shuffling here. Getting a little worse. 1.6 million, 1.8, 2.8, not, oh, 480,000. Oh, ouch. So we're out of money here at 85. Oh, well, you can just look down here and you can see the summary. Best case, yeah, I end up great. Age 95, I've got plenty of money. Worst case, I out of money at age 81. So I think you can see that this simple rule, while it might be useful for a very general, quote, rule of thumb, it's not the kind of a thing that you can use for proper planning. My clients certainly wouldn't want me to subject them to this kind of variability. It's not really a plan. So while it might be a nice rule of thumb that makes you feel good about some amount that you can take out from the portfolio, it absolutely is not a proper planning tool.